Hey everybody, it's Jackson here. I just have a few things there real quick to share. Pretty exciting things that have happened. So, in my last video I mentioned I was having car troubles. So the first part of the video is about the car, and then the second is about my endocrinologist email that I got back from her. So, yeah, I'm getting a new car today. So I will fill you in on what's happened. I traded in my 2004 Saturn Ion Redline for a 2005 Hyundai Accent at a used dealership. Well, I left the dealership. He had just got it from the auction. So I left the dealership and drove an hour and a half. I drove it home and parked it. Went grocery shopping with girlfriend and stuff using her van. Then I went to go start it that night and it wouldn't start. I had to go to work, so I just borrowed her van to go. And I worked on it for all that day, the next day there, for almost 2 weeks there. Me and my stepdad were replacing parts and trying to fix this damn car, trying to get it going, and the guy at the dealership, he wouldn't cooperate. He wouldn't answer phone calls, return texts. He kept saying he was going to try to find me another car if we did get a hold of him, but he wasn't willing to let me drive something off his lot in the meantime. So I was like struggling to get to work. I didn't know how I was going to get to work. So I ended up having to get a rental car, and that cost me like $300 for the time that I had it. It was a little over, just close to 2 weeks, if not 2 weeks. But yeah, so this Hyundai Accent put a new crank sensor in it because it just wasn't getting fuel to the engine to start. It would sit and whirl, but it wouldn't start. So first I tried boosting it, and then I bought a battery charger. It wasn't anything to do with the battery. I put fuel line de-icer in because we've had some pretty cold weather. That still didn't work. So yeah, I put a crank sensor in it. I put new spark plugs in it. I put a new fuel pump in it. I put a relay fuel sensor right off the computer. I replaced that. I replaced the whole shifter column because that had been broken. So I thought I might have like a short in the fuse, like it wasn't like, I don't know, just wasn't working right or something. So I replaced that. Nothing was working. So I lucked out on my old car that I traded in plus $300. There was an additional $300 I was supposed to pay him, but we waived that. So yeah, I had the car an hour and a half and it still didn't work. So finally, just the other day, my stepdad had called this other dealership here in my home, like in this little town, and he usually wants $1,000 down, but he worked out a deal. So he's like, yeah, take that rental car back, come down, I'll give you something to drive for a few days, and yeah, we'll put you in a car here. So I'm getting a 2007 Mazda 3 today, 5-speed, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, it's all got new inspection, new license, and it's like a really good car. I checked it all out myself. There's nothing wrong with it. So yeah, that was my car troubles. And the other car dealership dude is probably in his best interest never to try to contact me again. So my endocrinologist, I've been having a little issues there my past couple times. In the middle of my week, right around here, I have no tolerance. I'm super tired. Like the last week, I have no energy. Just things have been feeling off. So I messaged her because I had saw on here another guy on the YouTube was having kind of like the same issues, and his endo put him on, because I was taking 1 mil. And his endo switched into 0.5 every week, and that helped balance it out, so it wasn't so much of like a peak. It was like more of a mellow, you know. You didn't have to wait so long, and you didn't have so much in your system at one time. So yeah, I sent that email off to her, and she said, yeah, I think we should go ahead and start that. I don't see any problem with it. It probably wouldn't hurt anything, and it could benefit you. Things have been going good, so I'm going to start that next week, taking 0.5 every week, and she's going to send me an email for my upcoming blood work. I guess I'm due for that. So everything has been checking out and going fine with my blood work since. And yeah, so I'm really excited about that, and I'm hoping that this new change will start to mellow me out, and have more of a balance with my hormones, so I won't be getting aggressive as much, to the point where this stupid commercial will come on the TV, and I'm like, yeah, this bitch is stupid. Let's throw the TV away because we don't need it. Yeah, no, I internally do that. I don't verbally try to throw that out there, but yeah, I just noticed myself getting too off balance there, and I figured, oh, well, this here might help. So that's all I wanted to share for today. So I hope everybody's having a great week, and the weekend's here. It's Friday, so I'm gonna go do 2 long shifts today after I get my car and start my weekend. So I will talk to you next week. See ya.